Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to photograph a women's top on a mannequin. This is not a flat lay. So you're going to want to dress your mannequin, and when you do that, take an extra second, make sure that the top or whatever is on it is centered, it's as free of wrinkles as possible, and it looks as good as it possibly can on the mannequin. Your lights need to just be angled so that they come in at an X on your product, and that will minimize as many of the shadows as you possibly can. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be as close as you can get it. If you are a photographer, please don't yell at me. This is just reselling photos. So you're going to get your photos, take them in square. Always take your photos in square. Get your product lined up. Turn your phone to the side if you're using an iPhone, that's important. And then you're going to tap the phone and then just adjust the brightness a little bit. Don't mess with the color too much. Take your photo. Then you're going to come in on your product, give it about 1/8 of a turn, and again, center it, adjust the brightness a bit to get rid of some of those shadows, take your picture. What I like to do sometimes is pull the sleeve and get in close on the product so that whoever is shopping feels like they're really looking in and down on the fabric and they feel like they can really see the item. Because when you're online shopping, if you know, it's really hard to get a sense of the fabric, the movement, the lay of it. So if you can get in close, that's always helpful. And again, you're going to turn to the back and heighten that exposure a little bit. Make sure it's centered. Take your photo. And there you go. That's your item photographed. And then we'll get to measurements. Okay, so now we're going to do the measurement shots and take photos of the tags on your tops. So the first shot that you need is an armpit to armpit. That's a universal thing that you need on any top or jacket or anything that goes on the upper body. You want to make sure that your item is laying completely flat, and it doesn't need to be presented nicely. You don't need to have great lighting on this. This isn't like a showing shot. What this is communicating the measurement. So you need good lighting to show the measurement, but it doesn't have to be lighting like it was in your shots when they were on the mannequin. So make sure that this is clearly legible. I wholeheartedly recommend that you get yourself a yardstick. Soft measuring tapes that go across, they tend to lay kind of bumpy and don't give an accurate measurement. I get very annoyed as a buyer when I see an inaccurately laid measuring tape. I think that you should have a flat yardstick every single time. So make a little investment and get that. You're going to just take a photo of the ruler from one side to the other, and then you're going to turn your item slightly on an angle, lay the ruler at the top of the piece and make sure that you get the very bottom shot, and you're going to take that photo, and then we're going to go in and take pictures of the tags so that you can communicate the brand right there. You can communicate the size. Make sure your fingers are not in the picture. Nobody wants to see your fingers. I don't care how cute your manicure is. Get your fingers out of the picture. If you have a hard time with tags, you can either use a tip of a pencil or you can use some tweezers, but don't put your fingers in the shot. They don't belong there. And then just get a photo of the fabric tag. And if it's a dry clean only, I also recommend trying to get a photo of that because people want to know a lot of times they don't want to buy an item if it's dry clean only. And so there you go. That's how you photograph a top, any top.